Hi everyone. Part 3, quadratic systems. Okay, same process as before. Now we're just having two quadratics, so it's very similar to solving quadratic equations from earlier, but now we just have the lessons. Remember, we have to verify the solutions, and yeah. So if we have two systems here, like y equals, all we need to do, again, same as last time, we're just that y equals this y. So we're just going to sub the y's out and then make the two equations equal to each other. So 7x squared minus 1 equals negative 3x squared minus 11x plus 5. Okay, and there you have it. So now we just move stuff over. Okay, in this case, I'm going to move everything this way because remember, I want a positive x squared. That's not crucial, but it does make all the rules for factoring the trinomial after better. Okay, so plus 3x squared, so that's going to be 10x squared. Okay, plus 11x, and then minus 5, so then minus 6 equals 0. Okay, so there's our quadratic that we solve. Okay, no common factors, so we just have 10 and 1, 5 and 2. Okay, then we're left with 6 and 1, 3 and 2. Okay, so we are looking for factors that add to 11. Okay, so and as we have a quick look here, and let's see, 6, factors that subtract to 11, and there they are. Okay, 5 and 3 is 15, 2 and 2 is 4. Those indeed subtract to 11, and we want it to be a positive 11. Okay, so what do the numbers have to be to get positive 11? Well, I need a plus 15 and a minus 4. Signs back up. Okay, so I get a 5x and a 2x. Okay, the 5 goes with the plus 3 and the 2 goes with the minus 2. Okay, so those are our factors. So then x equals 2/5 or negative 3 over 2. Okay, not a big deal. They're fractions, whatever. Okay, so now, of course, we put it into either one of the equations. Again, I think the top one's easier. This part doesn't matter. So I'm going to figure out the y's for those. So y equals 7 times 2/5 squared minus 1. Okay, and we just type that into our calculators. Okay, so 7 times 2/5 squared minus 1. Okay. Okay, so that is 3 over 25. Okay, so one of our answers is going to be 2/5 and 3/25. Okay, and then the 3/2 answer. Okay, so we do the same thing here. So y equals 7 times negative 3/2 squared minus 1. And again, the exact same thing on your calculator. So 7 times negative 3 over 2 squared minus 1. Okay. That's 14.75 or 59 over 4. Okay, kind of a crazy number, but that's the way it is. It's not a big deal. So 3/2 and 59 over 4. Okay, so those are our two answers, and now we double check to make sure that they both work. Okay, all right, so if the first equation, y equals 7x squared minus 1. So if we use the first solution down here, okay, so y is 3 over 25 equals 7 times 2/5 squared minus 1. Okay, and that, again, just typing in on your calculator, that equals 3/25. So that part looks good. Okay, the next equation, so now we've got the y equals, so 3 over 25 equals negative 3. Okay, and then x is 2/5 squared minus 11 times 2/5 plus 5. Okay, and I'm just going to type that into my calculator as well. So negative 3 times 2/5 squared minus 11 times 2/5 plus 5. And that really is 3/25. 3/25. So that's good as well. So that makes this answer, that first answer, that works in both equations, so we're good. Okay. Now I'm going to run out of room here. I can just tell. But, you know what, that's okay. Well, I'll just write here, and I'll write small. Okay, so again, we're on the second equation, or second answer, pardon me, first equation. Okay, so that's y equals 7x squared minus 1. So y is 59 over 4. Okay, that's supposed to be 7 times negative 3 halves squared minus 1. So we're just going to type that in. 7 times negative 3 halves squared minus 1. Okay, so that is 59 over 4 again, or 14.75 if you prefer the decimals. Okay, so that's that. In the second equation, okay, so 59 over 4 equals negative 3. Okay, negative 3 halves squared minus 11 times negative 3 halves plus 5. Sorry, I had to write down there. Okay, so again, we are just going to look for, or just going to type that in. Remember, 59 over 4 is 14.75. So then you just don't have to turn it back to a fraction if you don't want. Because, again, we're just verifying. Negative 3 times negative 3 over 2 squared minus 11 minus 11 times negative 3 over 2 plus 5. Okay, and that really does equal to 14.75, which is what we said it was, so that is verified. Both answers work, so happy. All right, awesome. Okay, and then the last one, solving graphically. Again, we're just going to graph both equations. I'm going to use my graphing calculator to figure this out. Okay, and I actually already did figure that out, so I'm just going to insert my picture. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we get these graphs. There's two parabolas, and they intersect just right at the both vertices there. Okay, so our answer here is negative 4 and 5. Okay, and if we really want, we can move this over here somewhere and make the two pictures. You know what, that's why I took the picture. So anyways, that's what it is, and you can just make a quick sketch. If you wanted, the answer is at negative 4, 5, and then we want to check to see if the solution works. So 5, okay, equals 2 times negative 4 squared plus 16 times negative 4 plus 37. And again, type that in on your calculator, and 5 equals 5. Okay, and then you get 5 equals negative 3. Okay, and then you get negative 4 plus 4 squared plus 5. Okay, this whole part works out to 0, so then 5 equals 5, and it works. All right, guys, thanks.